What's up, guys? Welcome back to Daniel Talks Football right here on YouTube. I'm Daniel and we are back with another video. In this video we are going to be doing my semi-final Champions League predictions. We are getting into the good end of the Champions League now, so we are here to predict the two semi-finals on show, and God, they're two very good semi-finals. We've got Real Madrid versus Manchester City, and we've also got the Milan derby. Before we do get into the video, please make sure to like the video, comment down below, and also subscribe to the channel. Go and follow the TikTok and the Instagram, Daniel Talks Football on both. We're back posting on the Instagram. Haven't done that on TikTok yet. But we're back posting on the Instagram, and there's shorts coming out pretty much every other day at the moment. I'm trying to get something on the channel every single day for you, so I hope you're enjoying all the content. And we'll get straight into it with Real Madrid versus Manchester City. Wow, what a game this is going to be. It's such a tough one because you want to go with Man City. Man City have an excellent squad. They've got, the best manager in the world in Pep Guardiola, the best striker in the world at the moment with Erling Haaland, and the guy who's scoring every single goal in the world. They've got one of the best midfielders in De Bruyne. But Man City do have that bottle mentality. However, looking at the sides left in the Champions League, you do have the feel that if this is the year to do it. This is the year to win the Champions League. So I'm really torn on this game. Obviously, Real Madrid, Carlo Ancelotti at the wheel. You've got people like Benzema and Vinicius at the back. At the back, they're definitely not at the back. They're in attack. You've got that aging midfield starting to clash with the youngsters. You've got obviously Kroos and Modric as the experience in there. Kroos closing in on signing a new deal. I haven't heard quite as much around Modric signing a new deal though. Obviously, you're then combining that with youth of people like Valverde, Camavinga, and Tchouaméni, and soon to be Jude Bellingham as well. It's such a tough one because I don't want to bet against Real Madrid because Real Madrid are such an excellent side. But Man City, I haven't pre-planned this coming into it, so I really don't know who I'm going to pick. I'm going to go Real Madrid. You don't bet against Real Madrid. It's stupid to get a bet against Real Madrid, even though the City side is really strong, and I'm really tempted to talk myself out of going for Real Madrid. You don't bet against Real Madrid. People were doing that all of last season, especially in that Chelsea tie and that Man City tie. Was it Chelsea? I think it was Chelsea. But also, that Man City tie being the big one where they were, losing coming from the first leg. What was it? They went 2 goals down, and then obviously, they scored in the 90th and the 91st to then equalise it before Benzema goes on to slot home the penalty in extra time. I think Real Madrid win this one. I'm going to go 2-1 to Madrid at the Bernabeu, and then they'll go to the Etihad and 1-1. I think Real Madrid will get that goal late, or I think if it were to be City pushing on late, I could see them doing what Real did to them last season. However, I'm going to go 2-1 at the Bernabeu, which is the game that's happening on Tuesday, and then 1-1 at the Etihad, which will send Real Madrid through to the final to face one of either AC Milan or Inter Milan. The Milan derby, now obviously both legs of this, surprise, surprise, they're going to be held at the San Siro. They are, aren't they? They are both the San Siro. I don't know. Has the San Siro changed its name? It says something different on it. But they're definitely both at the San Siro, aren't they? I'm just checking this for you. Because if they're not both at the San Siro, that's stupid. Yes, the San Siro has changed its name to the Giuseppe Meazza. Maybe that's San Siro in Italian. I don't know Italian, surprise. But we've got the Milan derby, and this is a game I'm really, really excited for. Again, it's a really tough one to decide. You've got Inter. Can you say Inter at home first? I mean, I guess you can, but there's not really. I guess you'll have more fans. You've got Inter at home first, and then Inter have to go away to AC have to go. AC are at home first. Technically, AC are at home first. Inter are at home in the second leg. And again, I think this is going to be a really, really good game. Inter probably need to get to the Champions League final for income reasons. They've got an aging squad. They're a squad they need to replace. Probably no matter what happens in this time, going to have a look at that squad and see how to improve it, because it hasn't been great, has it? People like Lautaro Martinez hasn't performed this season. Something like Romelu Lukaku, the fact that this Inter side could reach a Champions League final with, you know, a Romelu Lukaku who's going to go back to Chelsea, and people are a bit like, well, should he even play? Like, he's not good. Yeah, it's looking like this side could reach a Champions League final. They've got some very good players, obviously. That defence is what's probably got them to this point. Onana in goal. You've got people like Bastoni, De Vrij. It's a very, very good side. It's a very, very good side. Do I think Inter are going to beat AC, though? I think the first leg, I think AC will win it. I think 3-2 to AC, and then I think Inter are going to take it back to their home stadium, the San Siro. Milan are going to go to their home stadium, the San Siro. They're going to play out a great game at each other's home stadium. 3-2 up Milan from 3-2 up Milan from the first leg. I think Inter will win that second leg. I think it'll be 3-1 to Inter in the second leg, and I think Inter will get through to the final. I just can't see AC doing it. I think it's a little bit too early in this sort of AC genre. They are coming back as a club. However, I don't think Milan... Yeah, they are Milan. The other side's Inter, aren't they? I don't think Milan have got to those kind of levels yet. I don't think either of these sides should really be deserving of reaching a Champions League final. You look at that sort of quarter-final draw, and this side of the draw has definitely had an easier run. I think whichever one of these sides gets to the final will be beaten, which is a shame. But I think that will be the case. It reminds me a little bit of the Spurs versus Liverpool final, where most people are going into this saying Spurs aren't going to win this. I think that will be the same case with whoever reaches the final here. However, I think Inter will get there. I think it will then be an Inter versus Real Madrid final, and I think Real Madrid win that. I think Real Madrid definitely win that. 3, maybe even 4-0. I could see Real Madrid really going in. If it is somebody like that's the thing with Real. If this is going to be Modric's final season at the club, because I've heard he might be moving back to Croatia, which would be a lovely move for him to make as a final step of his career. The age he is now. I think they'd want to send him off on a high note, and especially with Bellingham coming in and Benzema. How long's Benzema got left in his tank? I think they will go and win it again. So I think Real Madrid will win the Champions League, but it will be a Real Madrid Inter Milan final. Who do you think will reach the final, and who do you think will win both these legs, and who do you think will win the whole competition in general? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you all again in the next video. See ya.